Welcome, Explorers! How are we doing today? Well, we are in the final part of the Lord's Prayer series today, and we're out for a walk because it's a beautiful day, right, Explorer Matt?
Yeah!
A beautiful day for exploring, and Explorer Matt is hanging out as we go for a walk, and we're going to talk about a kind of interesting thing today, so stay tuned.
Hey, Dear Dan, what's the last part of the Lord's Prayer?
I'm glad that you asked, Explorer Matt. The last part of the Lord's Prayer is deliver us from evil. Do you want to try saying that?
Deliver us from evil.
Excellent job. And it kind of goes with what we were talking about last week. Do you remember what we talked about last week on Explorer Matt?
Yeah.
What did we talk about?
Selfish.
Yeah, we talked about selfishness. Do you remember what I was having trouble sharing with you?
Yeah.
What?
Tower.
Oh no, when I was having trouble sharing with you, I was eating them out of my hat. What were they?
Cookies.
That's right, cookies. I bet made all of you hungry for cookies. It made us hungry for cookies doing that video. Well, remember last week when we talked about selfishness as lead us not into selfish temptation. And that's one of the bad things that can kind of come from inside of us. The desire or the want to keep things for ourselves and not share. But when we talk about delivering us, praying that we would be delivered from evil, or rescued is another name, we're talking about not the bad things that are within us, but some of the bad things that are within the world.
What are the bad things in the world?
You know, that's a great question. It's kind of a grown-up thing to talk about the bad things in the world, but I think you guys can start to understand some of them. You know, like sometimes it's really hard for people to make good choices because of all of the things in the world that set them up to not be able to make good choices. Those are some of the things that we call bad systems in the world. And when we pray, deliver us from evil, we're talking about the systems, that the systems would be made better. It's kind of like a long time ago when we were doing the video where we said, your kingdom come, your will be done. That's another video that was kind of about the systems in the world being better if God was in charge. If we went with the way in which God designed things rather than our own way. And so that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping when we pray, deliver us from evil, we're hoping that some of those bad things in the world would be brought down so that good things could be, that the things that would destroy would be left and the things that would create would be flourishing. I know that that's kind of a big idea, but I bet you guys can get it if you just think about some of the ways in your life where sometimes it's hard for you to make good choices. And sometimes it's not any fault of your own. It's just some of the bad things that exist in the world. But we have hope. And that's what this whole prayer series has been about. Our hope.
Can we do the whole Lord's Prayer?
Sure. All right. Should I say each line and you say them after?
Sure.
I bet you know almost all of them now.
Why?
Because we did all these awesome videos. All right. You guys can follow along at home too. Here we go. Our Father in heaven.
Our Father in heaven.
Holy is your name.
Holy is your name.
Your kingdom come, your will be done.
Your kingdom come, your will be done.
On earth as it is in heaven.
As earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us in the same way we forgive others.
Forgive us in the same way
we forgive others.
Forgive.
Lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
But deliver us
that's the end. You guys did it. You guys are so awesome. Explorer Matt, you're so awesome. Can I have a huge high five? Oh, you're giving them a high five. Give them a high five. Give me a high five too. Awesome. Great job, Explorers. We made it through the entire Lord's Prayer series, and you guys at home have now made it all the way through, and you can practice this at home with your parents. You can go back and watch the videos. You can pause and rewind this video and try it over and over. You can write it down and put it up on your fridge. You can do anything you want because you guys have learned that important piece, the most important piece of liturgy that Jesus left for the church. So now you know it. Now you know what it means. And I want each and every one of you to stay curious until next time when we have more awesome Explorer videos.